third and final thing as women is we were meant to leave a mark. Like we were talking about, when you don't fulfill your purpose. And it's not just listening to your husband, your in-laws, and feeding your kids. When you don't fulfill and leave some kind of legacy or legend, then you're going to pay the price for it. And it always says obedient women never made history. You look at every woman that's ever made history, she went against culture. Culture is designed to control. So whenever I think about culture, I think about control. I'm part of two different cultures. There are things that I can do in this culture that if I came into Pakistan, I would just be the talk of everybody's list. And there are things that you can do in Pakistan where you come in this culture and I am going to be discriminated against. And it's not right or wrong. It's just culture means control. Sometimes you need to go against the culture and against the control. And the worst thing that you can do in any culture, the worst thing is to tell the truth. Because all cultures do not want to hear the truth. In this culture, we spend over 50% of our taxes on military, which causes wars. But you can never say that we're a violent people. We can never say that we buy weapons. You come here and you start saying that, they will just push you away like you're the craziest crazy person. But we spend over 50% of our economy on weapons and war. You cannot speak the truth in a culture. And just understand that when you see the truth and you start speaking the truth, there's going to be pushback. And that's where Naima said, be strong. And you are smart because you're listening to programs like this. And it's listening to stuff like this that is going to give you the strength. That's how you get the strength, because the people around you may not be able to protect you, right? Or support you. Now we have, like Naima said, we have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have YouTube. You can go somewhere and get the support you need so you can speak your truth. And whether you're embraced or pushed away, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right. But you know what I think here in our Pakistani society, we have some, being not so much conservative, but still we have that class, we have these populations who are still living under, a very strict, environment. So they need a permission for everything from their in-laws, especially for the married woman. And if she's not married, so she need a permission of her parents and then her, maybe her brothers, So to start any business or something, entrepreneurship, something which is, will make her to earn money. So I think that's still, we have these, the woman, very few women, when they think, let's do a business. So I think these are the first challenges or first obstacles or hurdles they face. How the family restrictions, the boundaries, how they will cross it. And as you said, there should be a failure. So to learn and then to progress.
Yeah.
And then maybe hamara brand ban jayega. So I think these things are very important to understand whenever it comes to the women, especially. कि आपने अगर कोई business start करना है, कोई आपने entrepreneurship, कोई startup है आपका. So I think ये challenge.
They're going to come. And the other thing is, the issue I see with women, Naima, is you go to the same person for support. So find someone that supports you. And then the other issue is, especially in Pakistan, the minute the woman starts earning more than the man, all of a sudden the power dynamic starts going crazy, right? Because that's another issue. Okay, what happens if your business is successful? If a man's business is successful, everyone is clapping. But if a woman's business is successful and she starts earning more than the man, then all of a sudden the marriage is on the rocks.
Yeah.
And
even if she don't earn, usme bhi hoga.
No, but Naima, if you're not earning, then you're in a child situation, right? 10,000. It's humiliating. It's humiliating asking for money. Juti ke liye. Nahi. मैं सिर्फ 5 दे रही हूँ. I know. If I want something, I want to have the power to buy it. If I'm not earning, right, and I do the kids thing, then I have to ask permission to buy shoes. I have to ask permission to buy a clothes. It's crazy. But then if I do earn, and I did start earning a lot of money, then all of a sudden, she thinks, huh. Same with the marriage dynamic. It was really hard because now you got to build up the guy to say, hey, yes, you're still a man, even though I'm bringing in all this money. It's for women, even what.
Reena, let me tell you one thing. There is also some of the things you see here. If the bahu, yeah, if the girl, she's earning very well, so she is also very acceptable as well. I mean, that's another debate. She's the one who's going to earn and then spend and sabko palna usi nahi hai fir. We were watching that drama. I mean, we were about to talk about Hasrat. That's the drama where they tell the wife, she is the one who's earning and doing everything. So वो भी बेचारी के लिए एक किस्म का negative बन गया, and then her marriage was on stake. So वो ये भी एक problem हो जाती है.
For women, it's a very tight rope you have to walk. Because I will tell you right now, there was a Harvard study done in 2014. For 25 years, they followed Harvard graduates. So Harvard is the top university in the United States. These women graduated from Harvard. They followed them for 25 years. And they tried to say which women made CEOs, so which women made the top of the top, and which women didn't. So they were trying to figure out why Harvard graduated. These have money, they have education, they're the cream of the crop in the US. Why some of them made it, some of them didn't. And what do you think the number one reason that women did not become CEOs were? Any guess?
I think the husband. Partners.
Yeah, number one, husband. You could have kids, not have kids. You could be single, you could be married, whatever. But if you had a supportive spouse, you became a CEO. If you were working against a spouse, you didn't make it. And these are Harvard educated, top-notch women. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do, but if you don't have that support in home, and you are always dealing with that intimate enemy that is sucking that energy out of every idea, every thought you have, it's very hard to go up. And then someone that doesn't celebrate your success. I mean, how fun is it to be successful and no one cares?
And not being able to celebrate it with anyone.
Huh.
That's
yeah. The minute we're successful, you know what Naima and I are doing? Jello juice peeing. Like even something little like that. That's a huge emotional hurt on a woman that no one's happy when I'm successful. So those are key issues, and women are balancing them all over the world. But like I said, people that listen to programs like this is the way out. Because thoughts become things. Whatever you're thinking about becomes your life. And if you're listening to women that are uplifted and empowered and breaking barriers and will tell you you're not crazy because you want something that's in your heart that no one around you understands, that's the way out. Right? And eventually, the relationships that are sucking the energy out of you, and I mean emotional energy, then you have to distance yourself. I say everybody has a time limit before they drove me crazy. My in-laws, 4 hours. I'm telling you, 4 hours with them and I am ready to shoot myself. I just know.
I think you're not just alone in that boat. I think you have a few.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I can have one meal with them and then I'm ready to, by listening to the stuff what they want to talk about is what people wore, what they ate. And, there's a thing that's... Go on.
Thank you, Reena. I think this was excellent. We're just going to wrap up on this note. I think it's really important that we try to have, we try to live a very fulfilled life. And that fulfillment comes from your own worth. And if you are worthy in your own eyes, then that's important. So with that, I'm just going to wind up the show. Thank you, Reena, for joining us and for the lovely talk. And please let us know in the comments, what did you think? If some things that relate to you, or thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Reena, for coming and hope to see you again.